Thank you so much. Thank you so much indeed. A great MC. Our Vicar Joshua Omuge, our chief guest this afternoon, Dr. Narikai, all members who have visited here today, entrepreneurial groups that are meeting here today, and our speakers. Good afternoon. For me, it's a great day for me, honestly, to be in a church, especially as a member of this church that we are talking about, something that we have never imagined that we could be talking about. That our vicar has just gotten out of what we always do, and that he's doing things very differently. And he has given us a new thinking about our lives. Vicar, I want to thank you because you have realized that man does not live on bread alone, and that we have something else that we all do. As a member of this church, I find it very difficult. First of all, when I came in and I was told that we have this team that is organizing an entrepreneurial committee from where I've been visiting as a member of the church. I said, entrepreneurial committee for a church, Anglican church, where I'm a member. I've never heard of it. I want to join this committee. And I put my hand up. And I joined a great team led by Madam Sylvia Mulama, who is our chair, and she has really done very well. And I like her so to appreciate her because I've seen such a great leader in a young woman, and that she's an entrepreneur herself. And I said, can I be a member? And she said, yes. And I thank you for allowing me to be a member of this committee. And I am happy to serve in it. But going forward, having sat here on Friday and listened to our principal cabinet secretary, who opened this conference for us, His Excellency Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, I think we have great work to do now as a church. And we are going to be emulated by other organizations such as this one. Because I think it's only our vicar who can understand when we come to church, as he's reading and helping us understand what the Spirit is all about, he also understands we have other physical needs. We sit in front of you, vicar, and quite honestly, you may not understand that maybe we are coming to the church, but our pockets are empty. We can't even give you tithe. We cannot even give you our offerings. Our children have not eaten. We have not paid for water. We have not paid for food in our homes. We have not paid for house rent. And therefore, the needs are so many that many times, as we wish to do what the preacher expects us to do, we are unable to do so. And therefore, you have now gone out of the way to see how you can help us understand, get knowledge, get skills. And this is what ST.MARK'S Westlands now is going to do. And I do believe this is not going to be a conference that we always talk about. It's a talk shop conference that we talk and live. From where I've been, and where I began, I was a business person. I started as a business person. I'm still a business person. In fact, I was a business person from the age of 20, because I realized unless you do business, you are not going to have what you need to have, first as a young woman, two as a mother, and we support each other. Education is good, and it will help you help all those others who are doing business. But we need all those who have got knowledge and who have got skills to really go down now and help the young women and the young men who are starting up. Today, unemployment, when Dr. Jenga was speaking, I saw what is causing stress in our young people. It's mostly unemployment. They have no money in their pockets. they cannot get jobs. They roam the streets morning till evening, and they cannot get jobs. But we can help our young people get jobs. We can give them knowledge and skills. When I was the governor of Kitui, I did help start a company, an organization that was manufacturing uniforms, clothes, garments, and the many young men and women who had never been to school just came in, and I trained them. We trained them. We got people to train them, and they were making the best of the uniforms. In fact, up to this day, Kitui is still the one that is supplying all the uniform for administrators in this country, because we got the contract. And therefore, the need to look at where the opportunities are, and we who have the capacity and able to go out there and help the young men and women to understand how they are going to do this business, what they are going to do. Nobody, I want to tell you as we speak here, will give you anything for free. You will not get anything for free. We'll come and we'll pray, but you pray and do. The doing is making sure that you get into something, and what our vicar has done by bringing this conference here is to tell you and to bring together all these organizations who are displaying here. The banks are here. My namesake, Charity, has just been explaining. We have done Equity Bank. KCB has something called Flame. And I'm sure we can get, as young women, this is a female-led enterprise that they are going to give money. And they are giving money that they are not asking you to give them any security, because that is where it becomes very difficult. So we, as women now, need to partner with all these organizations that can help us. Equity, we going forward, I want to say that we'll organize, and I hope Sylvia, who has been our very good leader and the chair of this committee, we going forward, this is not a talk shop conference. We have been here for 3 days. We have been planning. You know, I've been coming to your meeting every evening, Tuesday, for the last 3 months. And therefore, we cannot just stop there. We cannot stop there. We have got to go further than that. And I will be available. You know, I'm not where I used to be, so I've got more time. I've got more time. And I'm not only going to do it, I do not only want to do it here in the church, Sylvia. I want to go into those villages, the deep sea, where women are having problems. And they want to see us there. And the vicar, although you pray for us, one of these days when you remove this uniform, I'll take you to see what we do where we are doing it in deep sea, in Kibagare. And all these places, here in Westlands is a very comfortable place. You get to Sarit Center, you have coffee at Dormans, you have coffee at Java, you have this. It is not like that's where we are coming from. Am I right or wrong? So I do believe that we are all going to be able now to go forward. And I want to support that this committee really now reorganizes itself, makes us, as you called it, a business forum, so that we can look out there. And when I spoke this morning to CS Simon Chelugoi, he said that he would like to have us go to him, share with him our vision, and so that he can support this work that we are doing. So I do believe, and the PCS also said the same when he was here. And anyway, we will knock their doors. In fact, since I know how to knock the doors, I will knock the doors with you. Because it is their business to come and support us. Something else I also want to share with you, which I saw and I shared with our chairman, Canon Ogutu, that they have a program, Safaricom has come up with a program to support mothers with the USAID, so that mothers can also deliver their babies properly. And it's not happening comfortably in the villages especially. And that's something else that we'll now have to organize ourselves to go and work with Safaricom. We need to look at all these organizations that are going to support the work that we are doing. So as a church, I just want to say, Vika, go on, go on. You have understood our needs. We are ready to give you all the support that we can. And thank you for the great speakers that have been here. Thank you, Dr. Njenga. Thank you, Dr. Ella King. Thank you so much for the wonderful, presentation that you have made here and made us really know there is great hope and that what we are doing here is not looking seemingly illegal, that it is the church, but the church should do this way. Actually, if Canon, as I finish what I'm saying before we call the chief guest, and you will also speak to the CS himself, I think if the churches, quite honestly, were doing this kind of a thing and understanding our needs, we certainly would not have been seeing the mess we are seeing in Shakahola horrors and people dying in places like that because they are desperate, they are vulnerable, they do not know what to do, where to go to, because now we can say with confidence and authoritatively that people can come to St.MARK'S Church in Westlands and get all the assistance that they need of knowledge and skills. So I want to thank you very much, Vika, and through you to our Archbishop, and tell him that now we have started a journey, and it has started right here at St.MARK'S Church, and we are not stopping. We just need to go and go and go, and they get to where we have got to take the people. Asante sana. And God bless each one of you. God bless all of you. God bless each one of you.